This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. Anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, there's a young lady in Broward County where I reside, and her and a couple of her buddies was running a Ponzi scheme with merchant cash advances. And what they were doing is they were telling investors that they were invested in real merchant cash advances and were making money every month. In reality, there were no merchant cash advance contracts. It was all a Ponzi scheme. They were counterfeit MCA contracts. And they claimed that they made like $190 million doing this. And of course, they used the new money to pay the old money to keep the scheme going. And then after she was indicted by the feds for engaging in this Ponzi scheme, as soon as she got out, she just opened up another another Ponzi scheme and kept the scheme going while out on bail from the first Ponzi scheme. And I'm going to tell you guys something. I don't see no difference between this and what the bad actors are doing with AMC and GME. They sell us counterfeit AMC shares that don't exist, just like she's selling counterfeit MCA contracts that don't exist. And in order to keep the AMC GME Ponzi scheme going, they got to keep selling counterfeit AMC shares, counterfeit GME shares to cover the old counterfeit AMC shares, the counterfeit GME shares. So just like this Ponzi scheme, the DOJ, the FBI goes after, why aren't they going over the Ponzi scheme that's being run on retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rule in the AMC and GME play? The evidence of the Ponzi scheme is overwhelming. You know what the only difference is? The lady in Broward County don't pay off the right politicians. If she was making millions in donations to politicians, more than likely, nothing would have happened to her. She would have been called in, she would have paid a fine, and she would have been able to continue going without the indictment. Because that's what happens with these bad actors, naked shorting AMC, GME, and other stocks. They get called in, they pay a fine, and then they go back to running the AMC Ponzi scheme, to running the GME Ponzi scheme. And the SEC, the FBI, the DOJ sits on the sidelines and allow the biggest financial crime in the history of the stock market to continue. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think if she was paying off the right politicians and giving the right people their cut, would she be indicted for running the same kind of Ponzi scheme that the GME and AMC naked shorters are running on retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.